So there are two types of bias. One is information processing error. The other one is behavioral bias. Information processing error includes forecasting error, overconfidence, conservatism, representativeness. When we investors update their belief according to their prior belief and recent experience, forecasting error says that investors put too much weight on recent experience, and overconfidence says that investors put too much weight on prior belief. So those are the errors that investors tend to make. And conservatism says that investors tend to update their belief too slowly. And representativeness says that investors tend to make conclusions based on small sample. They assume that small sample is representative of population. So these information processing error can potentially explain why we have these anomalies, why market is inefficient. And behavioral bias framing, investors tend to be, when they make decisions, they tend to be affected by how choices are posed. Mental accounting, investors tend to, it's a special type of framing. Investors tend to segregate investment decisions. And regret avoidance, investors tend to avoid unconventional investment and tend to choose conventional investments in order to avoid regret. Technical analysis, there are two types of technique: trend correction, sentiment indicators. Trend correction includes moving average, points and figure charts, breadth, relative strength. Moving average, so moving average is the average price in the past 50 days. So I will ask you a question similar to the last questions of the fourth homework. So when the current stock price rises above the moving average, it is a good time to buy the stock because it is bullish. When current stock price drop below the moving average, it is a time to sell. It doesn't matter how large the gap is. The gap doesn't matter. It is the point in time when current stock price reaches the drop below the moving average or rises above the moving average. And points and figure chart. So I demonstrate that when stock price rises above the resistance level, it is a good time to buy. When it drops below the support level, it is a time to sell. And breadth is the number of stocks that advances in stock price, the number of stocks that advance in stock price, and minus the number of stocks that declines in stock price. So the difference, if this difference is positive, it means that the market is strong. The investors are bullish. It is a signal to buy. When this number is negative, when this number is increased, it is a signal to sell. Bearish signal. Sentiment indicator, including TRIM ratio, confidence index, short interest, put call ratio. TRIM ratio is the total volume, trading volume of those stocks that experience decrease in stock price divided by the number of stocks that experience decrease in stock price. This divided by the trading volume of those stocks that experience increase in stock price divided by the number of stocks that advances in stock price. So the numerator is a standardized version of selling pressure. The denominator is a standardized version of buying pressure. When the selling pressure is larger than the buying pressure, when the selling pressure increases, this ratio increases, and that is a bearish signal. When this ratio decreases, the numerator decreases, or the denominator increases, that is a bullish signal. So you have to know when these ratio, I won't ask you to calculate these ratio, but you have to know what does the change in those statistics means. When an increase, what does an increase means? A decrease means. And next is confidence index. It is a ratio of two bond yield. The bond yield on safe bond divided by the bond yield on risky bond. So if this confidence index is small because denominator becomes large, it means that investors, it means that the bond yield on risky bond is large. It means that investors feel very uncertain about the future. So it is a bearish signal when confidence index decrease. When confidence index increase, that's a bullish signal. Short interest is the number of shares that investors sell short. So it is typically a bearish signal because when there are many people who short sell, they are up to something. Maybe the stock price will decrease in the future. That's why they short sell. And put-call ratio is similar. We know that when investors believe that stock price will decrease, they can buy put option to make profit. And if they believe stock price will increase, they can buy call option. So put-call ratio is the number of put option divided by the number of call option. If there are many investors who buy put option, if there are many put options available in the market, then that's a bearish signal. Yeah, so that's all about chapter 9. Chapter 15. You have to know how to form